Hey there, I'm here at So Yeah in Las Vegas, and Brody here says he has a challenge for me.
I do. Thank you for visiting us. When I knew you were coming to town, I said, you know what? I want you to visit the store, and I have a little special challenge. You up for it?
If it's a quilting challenge, I'm up for it.
You got it. I have one of your quilts sitting over here. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to show you what the challenge is.
Okay.
All right, Amanda. So you loaned me this quilt. I want you, I know how good you are with color, and I know that with this quilt here, you talk about using a focal point or a focal print and then building a quilt around it. I want to give you the challenge of putting together a color palette based on a focal print here from our store in Las Vegas. You up for it?
I'm up for it. You choose the feature print and I will make it work with the rest of the quilt.
Deal, let's do it. Obviously, if you're going to let me choose the fabrics, I'm going to choose one of our own. Here's another rule.
Course.
Here's another rule. You can't use any of your own fabrics.
Okay.
You're disqualified.
Okay.
I'll choose.
I can play with any fabric.
There you go. I will choose the focal print, and we're going to go over. We have a section over here in our store that is your big, bold, bright prints.
Okay.
And some of ours are over there.
Okay.
Let's head over there. Okay, Amanda. So this is our collection that came out last fall.
I recognize it.
I'm going to have you work with this print. This is my favorite print from our collection. So this is going to be your focal print, and you get to build around it. Let's see what you can do.
Okay. First, we're going to look for the background because everything else has to contrast with the background, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What I'd like for the background is something, I want a little more than a solid. So I want a blender.
Okay.
And either I want it to be really dark or really light to make these prints shine. So tell me about your store and where we should go.
We're standing in the center of our store here. We have solids right here, which obviously we don't want just solids. And our blenders are over in this section over here. So let's head over there.
I want something like dark with a hint of blue in it.
Okay, let's go
as
this way.
one option. And then the other thing I think would look really good would be a very light green. Well, you know, green's a neutral.
Greens, I know. We've decided that green's a neutral. If you guys didn't know that, now you do. This is the section that I would work in right here. So we're in the perfect spot for it.
So the first thing, let's see, like that probably is a little too dark, but what I do like is see those little bits of purple. I mean, and it could look really nice quilted in like a magenta thread or something, you know, that could be very pretty, but it may be too dark. Something like this.
Bedrock's always a good option.
That would be very pretty. Now what this means though, because it's lighter, is the prints we choose to go on top of it might have to be a little lighter to have enough contrast, right? But I do really like that. You know I love green.
Yep, green section we're walking into here.
Yeah, so you don't see a lot of dark green options out there. So I'm not gonna go for the dark green. I'm gonna stick with either blue. And the more I look at this, the more I like that blue better.
Yeah, I like that blue as well.
Okay. You could go with something with just like line work of green. I don't know that.
That fans is the option, but
fans is the option, but like that would be an option. What would really work is if we still had this fabric.
That would be nice.
That fabric would work.
That's against the rules though. You can't use one of your own.
No, I can't use my own fabric. This is a really pretty color.
That is a pretty one.
And you see, if we have those blues and purples, that's going to really be offset by the slight like warm hues in here.
So when we're getting rid of this one, right?
I think we're between these two so far. Does one of these speak to you?
I like this one better than this one.
Okay. This amazes me because you liked the quilts with the dark backings.
I do like the dark tones, but as far as this goes,
yeah, you like that? Okay. So we're going to put this away.
Right.
This quilt uses the feature print, a yard of this, plus 8 fat quarters.
Okay, cool.
So looking at this, we have blues, we have greens. Of course, we need darker greens, right? We have pinks, we have purples. And now I have the option of using medium prints too, of using bigger prints for because they're pretty big squares. I want to say they're around 4 inches. They don't have to be matchy-matchy. I'd suggest we go back to the wall where the collection was in case you see any prints you really want to use, and then we can add other prints. Oh, cool.
Let's do it.
That.
Should we pull this out just for?
Yeah, we may have to pull that out. It's just very interesting, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. I like the fabric.
I do like it.
It may work and it may not.
We'll leave it on the stack.
Okay,
so let's head back to the other section then, right?
From this collection or from your wall of fabrics, what other prints do you like?
When we made this piece here, obviously this is one of our larger pieces in our collection. We also made some really small flowers that I'm a big fan of. What color do we want to go with? We have more that lean green, more that lean in your lighter purples.
I like that pink, that one you just grabbed, because that's going to be probably harder to find
to match in with these.
Right, to match in with these. So I definitely like, I think we should do 2 of them.
So here's an option.
All of these would work fine. So it depends, like, are we not able to find a purple? I really like this one, definitely.
This one.
That one.
Okay.
And I think the other one, I'd like something with a bit of green. So I'm gonna say that one. A lot of times, I mean, you know, because you guys design fabrics too. A lot of times you're designing quilts with a specific collection in line because you have to.
Sure, you got to make quilts with it. Yep.
In my personal work, I like to mix more.
Sure.
So I do try to get unexpected
Prints in there.
prints. Now they're still going to be in the same color
Kind of like this
field.
here, right? There's the unexpected
Yeah,
print.
that is
comes
an
in.
unexpected, and it may be too unexpected
Yeah.
in this case because of the kind of fuzzy lines. It may stand out too much. I just liked it. I think so you have purple, you have pink, you have green, and you have blue. I'm going to go for trying to find like the dominant color of 2 of each of those.
Okay.
To kind of spread it
out throughout
the
it.
quilt. So.
Okay. And are we looking more for prints? Or are we looking more for basics? Or
I probably wouldn't go with the solid because the thing about a solid is it's going to really call attention if we just use one.
Sure,
solid.
because this is so busy.
Right. But we are looking for different size prints.
Okay.
And different color prints. And
Okay.
we're looking for nothing, like if you looked at some of the stripes back here, nothing so gray. Do you see
That
how
it
this,
dulls this.
Right, it just is it's kind of gonna look awkward because that
Sure.
green is so gray. Just looking at this, I don't know if this will work, but let's pull this out. Oh, that does
That does
work.
actually work pretty good.
Right, and it does have, what I like is that it has a little bit of
Which
that.
matches this right here.
Right, so that definitely reads as pinks. I like the pink though.
I like the pink too. See, and it's funny because in me picking out quilts, I don't think I ever would have grabbed this piece as a coordinate for this quilt. Sitting here, it's like, oh, that's really pretty, that'll work. I wouldn't have done that, so I love seeing this come together because, you know, it's great to see someone else's vision behind
Well, if you squint a little bit, you're looking at the general color, not at every motif, right? Maybe we may
That is a good
decide
one.
this is too much matchy-matchy, but I do like it.
Maybe just the right amount of matchy-matchy?
Right. I'm gonna do this. I like all of those. I definitely need a
like this
lighter
one, too.
pink.
Okay.
I think we need some purples. Which is funny, all quilters love purple. I don't personally love
Not your favorite.
That is
Oh, that's
very
pretty cool.
nice. But let's look at a purple. Ooh, I really
Even
like
better.
that. What's really interesting, if you want to make a really interesting quilt, is choose something you totally don't like the colors of and then force yourself to make a quilt. That's how you learn. But I think do you see these two? These are similar to this one. Like all of these are similar. I think we have to probably edit out one of them.
Okay.
But I like the purple,
I do like the purple.
okay? This is a nice purple too. See, I think we need possibly a light pink.
Let's go to the pink section?
Yes, let's
Okay.
go to pinks. Okay, so what's interesting about this, you have a pink that's like a magenta pink, right?
Yes.
You also have this almost
These other
light
tones,
salmon
yeah.
pink. I want to see what both of those things
Okay.
could do. Now, would I
Okay.
like see that picked out?
This color a little bit more
Yeah, a
in here.
little color, but let's see what else.
It's a cool process.
I could do this all day. Let me just move here. When people come in the door, I'll be like, would you like me to pick your
Pick
colors,
your colors
for
for
you?
you?
See how this is just too similar to that? So that's just like having a redundant thing
Sure.
from
Might as
far
well pick
away.
it from the collection, right?
Right.
Like,
Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's see.
because I like this goes into your darker tones here that are
Yeah.
right here too.
See,
It's got
if
similar-
it just had the one pink, the problem is when you arrange the quilt, you can't get it scattered enough. This may be too pink. That would work if you liked it. See, I'll destroy your store, but I'll have a
That's all
great
right.
time.
Well, and a great
doing
quilt.
it.
I mean,
Okay, so I think two
this
pinks
one I
is
think
enough.
is great. In doing this, I like to see what it is that you're coming up with and what it is you're putting together, because some of these prints I never would have pulled to go together, but it's them sitting here, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna look awesome. So I like
so
seeing it.
We have our pinks, and now we might
Okay.
want a blue or Kelly green. We may
Okay.
end up editing out one of these two because they're looking very similar compared
Okay.
to the others, but like a blue and a Kelly green.
Let's
So
go blues. We're gonna go
Okay.
this way.
we have a couple different options because you put aqua
Mm-hmm.
in too. We can go more toward the aqua side. I don't know that this is the right color. I kind of like that because it brings something
Kinda
that's
jumps
not
into
in
this
there.
blue here a little
Right.
bit.
I don't mind mixing prints. I don't
Sure.
mind that these two are
Two different styles.
two different styles. That wouldn't bother me at all. I think we have too many though now.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 8 right now if we don't want to take out one of these greens like you talked about earlier.
Okay. I think I would like to keep this in, but let's just see if we chose a royal blue instead of this one. Or
Okay.
instead of this one.
Okay.
Let's just see what that royal blue.
So would you go with something like this?
Well, let's try it.
Let's see.
It definitely works, right?
See, that's the print that I wouldn't have normally picked had I been over here. But being that you have a different perspective on color than I do, I want to see what your take would be on it.
I like that. I'm just seeing what our other options are, but I do like that. I don't want anything. So see, the navies, some of them get too dark for what we want. So I'm going to turn around here too. Oh, that's pretty. That actually does work. It brings in the white.
It definitely brings in more of these lighter colors.
Right.
In these ones.
So take out this and see if you like that. I mean, so much of it's personal, right? On what just
I would like either of those. I think I would do. I'm feeling more in a light mood today. I'd go more with the light.
Yeah, you're shocking us with the light.
Right?
You're shocking us today because in the live streams you were all about the darks.
Slide this out so we can.
Okay, so what I'm looking at is the deeper colors. That probably, I'm not sure I love those, but I do like this.
I do like that one too. It definitely takes it a little more dark.
I think I would go with that one just because this is really going to stand out.
Yep. This does blend in as far as the value of how the sizing.
Right.
It matches, and your color value is pretty much the same.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually have 9.
Let's do this. Let's take it over to our cutting tables. We'll lay them out, and then we can make that decision. Does that work?
Yep.
All right, so we have the quilt here. That is our sample, your sample.
Right.
And we have our focal point, and we have our background.
Right.
So show me kind of what your process is here. Now we have to eliminate a bolt because we have 9 bolts when you only need 8 fat quarters.
And we could use it for the binding if we wanted
good
to.
idea.
So that would be, but what I do is I look at the role each color is playing. I see if another color is playing that kind of role.
Okay.
So the pinks, I think we need 2 pinks. It's gonna brighten the quilt.
Okay.
It's like a little bit of yellow in the pinks.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna cut a pink.
So we're gonna definitely keep these
I'm
2.
keeping the 2 pinks. The same for the blues, they're very distinct. If I took out either one of them, it's gonna alter how things look.
Okay.
So I think it comes down to these, which I love all of them.
If you're gonna take out one of these, I'm gonna tell you which one I would do, and you tell me which one you would do. Let's do it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say this or this. The reason why is because if we took out a purple, there would still be enough purple. It would lean more green, but there would still be enough purple to make it look cohesive because you have purple in these flowers.
Okay.
Etc. So there'd still be enough purple to do it.
See, and
but then these two kind of look similar.
See, and to me, I would pull this one. I think I look at patterns too much, and so the only reason I would pull that wasn't because of the color; it was more because of the pattern.
Huh. Okay.
But if you're saying, let's go with your route first and see how it looks. So we're gonna remove the purple.
So that works.
I like it.
That definitely works. If we remove this, it also works. So this comes down to like personal preference. How much purple do you really
see?
like?
And I actually like this better now that we lay them together. Over pulling.
This would be a good binding for this quilt.
Sure.
Another good binding would be if you
wanted to pull more of the light colors. Okay.
The pink. I probably would go more with this one than with this one because it has more contrast with the green.
Sure. Awesome.
So I think we made a quilt.
There we go, just like that. Well, and thank you for teaching me this because I definitely have a different kind of view of how I pick colors, but this has taught me look more at the color, look less at the print.
It's like you want to look at it, what it would look like from 6 feet away.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So it can have I do look at the print too.
Sure.
But if it's the right look from 6 feet away.
It's gonna be solid.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for inviting me to your store in Las Vegas.
Absolutely, guys. And just so if I can throw my own little plug in here.
Yes.
If you're in Vegas, come and see us. So we're here right kind of in the center of town. We have our brick and mortar store here. And then we also have our YouTube channel. This is what our YouTube set looks like. And you can find us and
it's a huge store. You guys didn't even see the whole thing. There's like classrooms and other things.
They can see that on my channel though. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check out down in the description.